So today I'm here at Cloichfoldich Beat on the Findynate estate on Upper Tay to start season 2025. It's mid to late January, Saturday the 18th, and we've got 2 feet on the Pitnacree gauge, which is a good spring height, nice clear water. Pretty reasonable January day, a bit of sunlight, a little bit of cloud, not too bright. So to be honest, as far as January fishing goes, these are not too bad conditions. So we're starting about noon, having let the day get going a bit, and I'm going to give it a rundown with the spinning gear to start, and then put the fly rod up and give that a go and get into the swing of things for the new season with the fly as well. Obviously pretty early, so we're just hoping for an odd fish here and there in the pools. Dunkeld had one on opening day during the week, so there are fish around. Always sun pickings at this time of year, but you can't catch a January fish if you don't go out in January. So let's give it a go. I have heard of fish being caught right from the top of this pool, which is Cloichfoldich pool being the main pool on Cloichfoldich Beat. I'm sure the footage speaks for itself, but this is a beautiful pool and a lot of water for one rod to cover. Now, all I'm really trying to do here is give this neck of the pool where the fish would pause when they're running through a quick cover with a big X-Wrap lure. The fish will be obviously extremely few and far between at this time of year, and so I'm just fitting a big lure out to make sure that what fish, if any, are in the pool do see the lure. And early spring fish, the fresh run early spring fish, are not shy when they do see a lure, so you don't need to worry too much about whether or not they want to take it. But for the sake of showing you, classic spring colours, dark back, black, dark green, luminous yellowy green flank, silver underside, plenty of size to it, and a good bit of weight for getting that distance when you don't have the boat and the gilly on. There is a boat and a gilly here at Findynate and Cloichfoldich, but I'm just fishing myself today. So I'm getting a good 30-degree angle cast right across to the far side, and just keeping in contact with the lure as it swings through the main stream. It's a sinking X-Wrap, so it will get off the surface with the blade and with the weight of the lure and down into the current, and then just trying to swing it through almost like a false harl to give anything in the stream and anything on our side of the stream a chance to come up, have a look, and to take the lure. There's a lovely glassy patch, the shadow of the rock at the top of the stream just to my right, and to the right of my rabid Springer Spaniel here. There's a nice glassy patch to swing the lure through. Let's just assume that that was a rock that I just clipped. An excellent mid-January day's fishing would be an unexpected January Springer, open brackets, fish, close brackets. A terrible January day's fishing would be a possibly more likely Springer, open brackets, Spaniel, close brackets. He's showing a unwanted interest in my newly acquired lures. It's all a bit exciting for the boy. You having a good time, bud? As of yesterday, this wee guy has a new little brother who is a 10-week-old Scotty pup called Mac, or McGregor if you're giving him his full name. Where's Mac, Horace? Where's Mac? And I think having swung the lure through the top of the pool, I will start moving on down to the next perch and we'll get the whole thing covered. So nothing doing on the first run down, but as you can see the water level is lovely for up here, about 2 foot at Pitnacree as I was saying. Again, this is the main pool, Cloichfoldich, which the beat is obviously named after, and there are 3 other pools on the beat. This is the tail of Cloichfoldich pool here, and then down in the distance you'll see where the water breaks again, and there is some white water on the right hand side and a bay, and then a big boulder on the left hand side, and then a riffle. That pool in there I understand is called the Pot, which is in condition today, albeit I think that will take some wading to get out and cover properly. And then the beat finishes where the collection of rocks is in the middle of the pool at the end of the pot, and then the next beat downstream will be Findynate. Upstream from the Cloichfoldich pool, in the distance above the white water in shot, we have lower Kragan and Kragan, which are too high for today. Those can both be fished better from the other bank, I understand, although I think they can be fished this bank also. And as you'll probably see from the footholds and the worn bank on the far side, Cloichfoldich pool itself can be fished from both banks. I'm just heading down to the tail of Cloichfoldich pool, which is the bit I didn't cover before my coffee break, to go and cover some new water, and also just to see if perhaps any fish that are running through, odds and ends of fish that are running through mid-January, see if they are pausing up in the tail of the pool, which is always a likely spot. So I'm just going to head down to this, just above this small croy here in the tail, and cover this walking pace water here, which looks pretty good. I think I'll start here. Out, Horace. Out. It's a big river, the Tay, and Loch Tay has some pretty good numbers, pretty good results, even right at the beginning of the season. So we know that there are fish that come through here, even at this time of year, and if you were to pick your conditions, these wouldn't be far off what you'd want. There'll be a lot of days with stormy weather, high water, flood conditions, too cold, frozen up, where fishing is just not really possible. But this isn't one of them. So, here we are. Horace, come here. Ducks, buddy. Ducks. So after another go at the top of Cloichfoldich pool at the stream, which I understand is usually a fairly productive part of the pool, I have decided to string up my fly rod, and I'm going to fish with a 660 grain airflow Skagit and 10 foot of T14 and a short 20-pound leader, and then a monkey tosh style fly on the end, and give that a go. Certainly the top end of the pool, there's a little pocket of glassy water that looks like a likely spot for a fish by any means, but particularly a good spot for the fly, and I know people who've had fish from up there before, so going to give it a go. Here is the fly of choice. I was considering a pretty standard posh tosh 1-inch copper tube, but I think I will go with the extra wing just for an extra bit of movement to make sure that anything that does see it definitely fancies having a go at it. Out, get out. you might be able to hear that the estate is actually shooting today as well. And being towards the end of the season, I wonder if it's maybe a beaters, keepers and gillies day. Or maybe just one of the last of their let days for the year. So we're just in the last hour or so here now, and just doing another run through the neck of the pool, Cloichfoldich, which I think is the most likely spot. This little pocket here is the one I'm interested in, but the whole top section down to the first croy has some nice oily looking water with the right flow, so just making sure it's covered one more time, having given it a bit of a chance for any fish that might be running to move in. So last hour or so here, and then we'll call time. Well, that's it from my opening cast of season 2025 here at Cloichfoldich Peat on Findynate Estate on the Upper Tay. It's been a nice day, toothers in the gauge, nice clear water, the main pool in particular looks in great condition. It's really just a case of, at this time of year, man marking your beat and making sure it's well covered, getting around on the pools, trying every angle, trying every option. And then in January somebody somewhere will eventually bump into a fish or one of the beats, but obviously there's not many fish around at this time of year, and so it's really just about giving it a go. Looking ahead to the rest of the spring, I've got opening day on the Tweed, which I'm looking forward to, and then other rods on some beats on lower Tweed for the rest of early spring, then a local membership down that neck of the woods, and some other good summer plans. So looking forward to the rest of season 2025, and that's it from me here at Cloichfoldich. Hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers.